And we back at it again. It's the Division Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Representing
yes, sir.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Mr. Ryan G done gained weight.
Oh, man. We missing a couple, y'all. We missing a couple.
Mr. Ryan G. Oh, no, that's not Ryan. Oh, that's Mr. Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Mr. Taylor in the saddle. We in the saddle.
Mr. Taylor on the ones and twos tonight.
I had a little free time. My team been out since the end of the regular season, so, you know,
He got time to be in the lab.
got time to play on the computer a little bit.
Especially when your team losing, man. So, you know, your boy in the building, Reggie F, baby.
We about to touch on that because we about to get to losing here in just a little bit. So, but man, I had a good weekend. How was your weekend, Reggie F, baby?
You serious?
I mean, you know, hey, they had other stuff go on.
I
for the
mean,
weekend.
Friday and Saturday was great.
Okay.
I had a great day Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Sunday, on the other hand, it was a little different.
Okay, well, I know Saturday you won a big poker game.
That's right.
So, hey.
So Friday night was good. Saturday night, I went ahead and took care of poker. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Boo and Mr. Taylor. I went ahead and did it big. You know, I took all three of them out and won the pot. We started at about, 8 o'clock, something like that.
He handled his business.
And about 1:30 in the morning, I went ahead and closed shop with Mr. Taylor. Now, but we went back and forth for a minute.
It was a marathon.
We went back and forth for a minute. And then the blinds had got up to 25,000. And at that point, it's do or die. And Whalen died. Mr. Taylor died.
I made it to the end. I made it interesting. Might I add, we both was down early in the match, and we fought back and was the last two standings. Congrats.
Yes, I almost was out the first hour the way I came in. That's I was like, I got to pump my brakes and I got to start playing a little more strategy. You know?
That's right. But on top of that, we're going to get into the bad day, the Sunday. When it wasn't so good, we're going to get right into it. They had some football, y'all, and it was the divisional round in the NFL, and it was very interesting. So, you know, some people went with the GOAT, and some people, you know, went with the next to the GOAT.
Next to the GOAT.
Saints Bucks, Reggie F, baby. How you felt about it? 30-20.
I feel like it was a total team loss. Everybody, you know, the whole entire team, we managed to destroy ourselves the whole time, you know, because we could start off at the beginning of the game when it started off with special teams. We had two good run backs. One of them was a touchdown. They both got called back. So it started there. Then the offense, Drew Brees, 19 of 34, 134 yards passing.
Goodness gracious.
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
I will say Tom wasn't too much better, but he managed the game a little better.
Kamara, 18 carries, 85 yards, 0 touchdowns. Wide receiver, 85 yards from Traquan Smith. He was the leading receiver on the team. And like I said, all the way down to the offense, defense, special teams, got out coach, and I don't understand the defense. We was all over time the first 2 games, and we couldn't really get to him this past game. So, you know, our D-backs, we drop interceptions in crucial times. I mean,
Tom had a game plan.
We dropped.
Y'all ran up on playoff time.
We dropped some interceptions that could have stopped some of their drive. We had dropped like 2 picks, and then one of them we picked it off, but he didn't put his foot down in bounds.
Hey, you can't be making them kind of mistakes at home.
It's not about being at home. You just can't make those mistakes against a quarterback like Tom Brady.
That's right.
You know, because eventually he gonna make you pay for it. And it all started, the debacle really started for real when we was up 7, and we was driving to go up maybe 10 or 14, and the tight end, man,
Jared Cook.
I didn't even want to talk about who he is. He dropped the ball. He fumbled the ball, and then after that, the debacle started. Here comes the interceptions. The defense can't stop him. I mean, you're right about that. It just all went to waste. So at the end of the day, I want to give a shout out to Drew Brees. I'm not sure if he's gonna retire.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Drew Brees.
I'm pretty sure that Drew Brees gonna retire, but you know, I just want to thank him if he does for all of the years he did. He brought life back to New Orleans. You know, got us a Super Bowl. Gonna go down for the most passing yards in NFL history. Go ahead.
I was just finna show a little love to Drew. I know you love him. But
You mind reading
let's
those
show him
stats?
some love on the Division podcast. Drew Brees. Hopefully he finishing his career up. I heard he thinking about it, but he gonna finish his career with 181 wins. That's 4th all time. 7,623 completions, 2nd all time. I ain't gonna say who it's to and all, but passing yards. 85,724 yards, 2nd all time.
Wait, what?
And
2nd all time.
2nd all time passing yards.
Who he's behind?
Oh, look. Hey, Ryan G put the graphics together.
No.
Passing TDs, 608 yards, 2nd all time. I know he behind Tom in the passing touchdowns, but shout out to Drew Brees. I mean, he got him a Super Bowl. He had some down seasons where he took some 7-9 losses.
No, Ryan have this totally wrong.
Hey,
because
I'm just going off what the man got on the graphics. So hey,
okay,
we're gonna talk
to double
Ryan
check
G
that.
Because
that is a hateful graphic.
I know Tom was leading in touchdowns, and it's all about getting it in the end zone. But at the end of the day, the boy had a hell of a career. Shout out to Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had a hell of a career. He had a hell of a career.
His time is up.
But I think it's time to move on. He is obviously he can't pass the ball down the field, and we need deep passes. You have to be able to back that defense up. And at the end of the day, like I said, thank you very much. But it's time for a new era. Deshaun Watson, here we come.
Deshaun Watson, huh?
Deshaun Watson, here we come.
Okay, well, some more graphics courtesy Ryan G. Saints. Last 4 years, they setting a record with most wins without a Super Bowl appearance. 49 wins in the last 4 years with zero Super Bowl appearances. So
how many wins the Cowboys have in the last 4 years?
Hey, whenever you need to put the graphics together, it's gonna be your turn.
How many wins the Cowboys have in the last 25 years with no Super Bowl? That's the graphic we need to look at.
Next graphic
why are we coming up with all these graphics? Hold on.
Well, we analyzing
y'all ain't
the
never
game.
told me nothing
we
about none of this.
Analyzing the game.
Y'all never told me nothing about none of these.
The people want to know.
This not analyzing right here. This is clowning.
First of all, for everybody that don't know about the bag, let me tell everybody what's going on with the bag bet. I know it's a lot of people that's waiting on the bag bet, but we just reviewing what happened Sunday, and everybody want to know where's Michael Thomas.
But we could have talked about that. We don't need no picture of you know what?
You got to talk to Ryan G.
Yeah, definitely.
Cause
now another one,
he got him loaded.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey,
how many pictures you gonna have, man?
It was a lot of talk about the Saints and what they was gonna do for Louisiana.
Okay,
and I just want to make sure everybody on deck with what was going on the sidelines during the game Sunday.
Y'all pull a whoop-to-do today. Okay.
A whoop-to-do.
Okay. Now we got another. We have another one.
But for everybody to know
we
about
have
the bag,
another one.
We finna remind everybody about the bag bet.
How many of these? I hope we have one of these for all the other teams too.
We just want to talk about the local teams that we go
now
in
we
on
talk
a lot,
about the local teams.
It was a bag bet, and there was a lot of people waiting on the bag bet.
Bull, man.
It was a lot of people waiting on the bag bet. And
you know what? We ain't worrying about no more bag. That's enough.
Oh,
that's enough bags right there on top of me without me even knowing.
No.
Yeah, that's enough bags.
Well, just for everybody that was waiting on the bag, I know there's a couple people that reached out to me personally and was waiting to see is Reggie
y'all
F
just
baby,
saw all the bags.
Well, if Reggie F baby really need to wear that bag, and the problem was it's a major shortage right now in the area with paper bags. So we couldn't find one in a timely manner.
That's not even the subject right now.
We couldn't find a bag in a timely manner, but the bet will be repaid. And
it's going to be repaid, and we're going to have a lot of other stuff on the next show, too.
A group of people in the building to witness the bag bet.
A group of people in the building.
But shout out, man. It was a good weekend. And good season for the Saints, but the Bucs is moving on. So shout out to Tom and Michael Evans and Gronkowski. And that defense, man, came to play. And you can't be mad at them. But on to the next matchup, man. We had 3 more games.
Ryan, you're a sad individual.
We had 3 more games. So I just want to
and
make
you
sure.
too for not even informing me and letting
Well,
me
you
know
know,
that
I
this
got here
going
late.
down.
I got here late.
You could have texted me that when I was on my way and tell me, hey, Ryan have these for you, but you don't tell me nothing.
Listen,
I just show up
right
like we gonna talk about
shooting.
the game in a bag, and y'all got 17 memes.
But right before we start shooting, what did I ask you? I say, hey, do you want to run down the graphics? What you told me?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me, hey, they have these graphics you might want to look at.
Moving on.
Okay.
They got they had another game in the NFC.
Yeah, they got paid back too.
Shout out to the Saints, man. They did what they had to do, and they messed up their draft pick.
Whatever.
So that's all I saw they
Whatever.
did.
Y'all just threw me for a loop right there.
Like
we're going to have to take a pause in the show.
Green Bay over.
We're going to have to pause the show.
Green Bay over the Rams. I just don't think the Rams had enough firepower at the end of the day. Jared Goff, we didn't know who was going to be quarterbacking. Thumb injury as opposed to the other backup. I think he got concussed or something like that. So Aaron Rodgers got him a easy victory. Aaron Donald cried a little bit after the game.
Well, because he was injured and he couldn't play and do what he wanted to do to help his team. I understand exactly how he felt because it's hard to get to that game.
Yeah,
it's hard to get to the Super Bowl, and they was right there. And with him playing defense, they would have a better chance.
He ran up on the MVP. In my ideas, I think Aaron Rodgers the MVP. He had 23 completions, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the W.
You what they call an H-time bopper.
I'm just saying he had a good game.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
What you want me to?
It's time.
Number 12 against number 12.
It's Aaron. I mean,
number 12 against number 12.
Got them riders out here.
It ain't about no riders. I'm just we recapping the game.
Okay.
And what
you
happened?
You just said in my eyes MVP, but you was talking about time to GOAT. I mean,
I'm talking about MVP of 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we got to be real, but with the potential MVP, they gonna be moving on.
None of them had 11 fractured ribs to deal with.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey,
that's some real
stuff. That could be the reason, but at the end of the day, it wasn't good enough.
Anyways, shout out to Green Bay.
Shout out to Green Bay.
I always did like Green Bay, and I'm taking Green Bay over time.
We're going to get into that. We're going to preview these next rounds. But on the other side of the NFL, they had the AFC games. And
shout out to Lil Platt.
I need everybody to understand that Mr. Furr isn't in the building today.
Lil Platt had to lay it down.
Mr. Furr not in the building today, and that's the big Ravens fan. So.
No, he not in the building today, but shout out to my little brother because my niece Leah, I think she has arrived today. So if she did,
was that today or tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Can you? No, I think.
What is it?
I think it's today.
Tomorrow. Because I asked him this morning, was he coming? He said he had to do some preparing.
You know what? He sent me a message on the way here, and I didn't listen to it, and I think that's what he was talking about.
Well, I'm jealous.
I'm not sure, but either way, if she here today or she here tomorrow, welcome to the world, Leah.
That's right.
That's your Uncle Reggie.
Congratulations,
F,
y'all. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fur. Congratulations,
it is a blessed
Hannah.
event.
Let's do it.
Yeah, shout out to Hannah. But just so y'all know, I'm jealous. But back to the NFL.
What you jealous that we made the playoffs and y'all didn't?
Oh, well, it ain't even about you.
You got all that Patriots on.
You at the
house
house with us.
You got all that Patriots on like y'all did something.
At this point in time, we got a better draft pick.
You got all that Patriots on like y'all did
17-3, Lamar Jackson had a horrible day.
He sure did.
It was his chance to step up. I know he wanted to get that first playoff victory out the way, and
me and you was on the same page during the game where we felt should have happened, and I just felt that they was just I felt like they was trying to show people something, man. And
I know
play your game,
and they spend a lot of time of the season
doing
your
options, run the ball, do what you do best. Right. You want to sit him and drop him back, like even when they got down to the red zone and he threw that pick. That's a situation where you run them options.
That's right. Yes.
When you close like that, that's when it's gonna really work.
And
but
they
then
was
you
driving,
pass.
and that was the turning point of the game.
Yeah, that
because they was driving and getting ready.
I would have ran that option up and down. They threw it within 15 yards.
I mean, if you this close to the finish line, don't change your approach.
No.
I mean, you got what's working to get you into the playoffs and get to the run where you at right now, and you gonna change it up.
Yep.
I wasn't with that, but a lot of stuff. I think they're gonna be making some moves over there. Mark Ingram was a healthy scratch. and I saw after the game they released him, so I didn't hear anything.
Maybe they had some words whenever he wanted to come back, and Dobbins was doing pretty good. Either that, or they trying to get rid of some money.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that, but
because he was expensive.
I just know, the locals around, they know the name Mark Ingram, and you want to know what's going on with him. He's been released, and he was a healthy scratch.
He sure was
in the game the other day. So never knew what was up with that, but they
it's gonna come out. It just hadn't come out yet.
Okay, well, the Bills gonna be moving on, and on the other side of that AFC. We did have another game to be played, and this was kind of interesting, and we'll touch on this here a little bit too because we got Fragile Dazzle over there.
Fragile Dazzle.
Yeah,
wow.
Patty Ice.
So Tom Brady is the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP, and that's what Fragile what?
Fragile Dazzle?
Fragile Dazzle.
Patty Ice?
That's what you're going to call the Super Bowl MVP from last year?
Yeah, we talking last year. We talking this year right now.
You don't have no...
Is he the MVP this year,
You have
Reg?
no respect. You know who I'm taking the rest of the way?
Reg, is he the MVP this year? Oh, I know Mr. NFC not taking
we ain't worried
the
about,
AFC
we ain't worried about... Look, I'm not worried about who MVP. He play on another level, and for you to call him fragile, and this is first, he got his head smashed into the ground.
So his head was smashed.
Yeah, you seen how they took his head and smashed it?
That boy down.
Man, they smashed his head in the ground.
That boy bumped his head, and he went out and missed the whole game.
Did you see when he got up, he could have barely stand up?
Man, I've been watching football a long time, and I'm going to tell you now, hey, I saw 200 times worse. I'm gonna just keep it real, cause
okay, you may have as far as a hit,
Patty Ice.
But Waylon, when your head hit the ground, I mean.
So what you think about Andy Reid running him with an option pad? What you think about that? Cause I thought it was some Andy Reid outsmarting himself, like how he been losing the bill all them years. Just
I like it.
Being conservative.
I think
your Browns almost won that game.
I think that almost don't kind of use unless you're using hand grenades.
Hey, I just know I know you picked Browns.
I did, but
I'm just telling
you. But they lost.
They came close.
They had an opportunity to win because with a cheap play they took the quarterback out, and I thought that was the time for him to make the move, and they just couldn't do it. Yeah, man, that's a cheap play, slamming his head into the ground like that.
Oh,
it's not wrestling, and he should have slid.
That was so
and he should have slid.
Weak.
He power drove him.
Why? I mean, even at that point in the game, why are you running the option with?
It doesn't matter. He could slide on the ground. He gonna slide this week. He gonna slide this week and the rest of the week. If he gonna
make it back in time, Mr. Fragile.
He practiced today.
Okay, well they moving on. I will give him that.
He practiced today.
I will give him that. They moving on.
Shout out to the Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield for going where they went.
Yeah, see,
they did really good this year.
You didn't even give your Browns no love.
They did really good this year. Shout out to them. But Kansas City went ahead and took care of their business.
What was your assessment on the Browns
this year?
I mean the game. No.
In the game.
They could have won the game.
I mean,
Baker got the ball back with 4 minutes left for a drive. And would you have went for that short yardage, fourth down?
I would have went for it, but also they had a lot of other possessions in the game where they drive stalled, and they had opportunity. And not to mention,
I'm talking after the interception in the end zone.
But you can't forget about that guy that caught the touchdown, Higgins, and went to dive in the end zone. That would have been.
And the coach said that they taught and they practiced not to even reach for the end zone. He said that's one thing they taught it. I know it's tempting, he said, but they actually practice
not doing it.
That's his motto, not to even reach.
Yeah,
for the
because
end zone.
Had they scored right there,
back to bite him.
Had they scored right there,
I know.
I think it would have been 10-16 at the time.
Yeah.
And hey, you never know. Plus, when Pat got injured,
they had their chances because after that last interception,
I
thought Baker.
I thought they was fixing to go drive down the field and score.
4 minutes left. I thought it was.
They drove stalled.
And
they drive stalled.
After the way Pat Mahomes was ruled out, and I just thought it was just the time, and I thought it was gonna be the upset of the year, but it wasn't.
I did too. I really did.
I
but
did.
Shout out to them. Kansas City, they on to the next one.
But that's where we at, man. That's where we at. And we got an updated playoff bracket right now. And as you can see, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Chiefs on one side. And we got
the
Green Bay and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the other side. And just for everybody that's going to be waiting to see Championship Sunday, the first game is going to be played at 3:05 Central Time on Fox. And then we got a 6:40 time on CBS with Chiefs and the Bills. They'll get the evening game on CBS.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what we got to look forward to this weekend. But I want to dive down into it a little bit and see what you think about these matchups. And I heard a little bit of it just a minute ago whenever you was feeling salty. But get the saltiness out of you. And
I'm salty
what
about
you think
those
about
memes.
this right here?
I'm salty about those memes.
What you think about this right here? Tom versus Rodgers, I think 43 years old versus 37 years old or so. Rodgers going downhill. Won Super Bowl. He having an awesome year this year. What you think?
Well, Aaron Rodgers is 1-3 in the NFC Championship games.
Taking into consideration what Tom did to him earlier.
In his career as the quarterback. But the level that I'm seeing he play on right now in Green Bay as a whole, a team, is better than any team he's been on. So my predictions for the game, I feel like Green Bay gonna win. Green Bay have a good running game with Aaron Jones. Okay. They wide receiving game. They play calling. That coach, the head coach's play calling is great. He does a real good job of breaking your defense down. And then you have Aaron Rodgers at helm, who you said is the league MVP.
I mean, he played like it this year.
So he has.
I will give him that.
And you know, it doesn't matter what coach he has, he still win with him. So he's a big part of winning. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
I
that's
like
proven.
Rodgers, man. I mean, I know I'm friends with some people that's some big Rodgers fan, but he just play what he want to play. Kind of almost like Big Ben. Certain players, I mean, you know, they've been to that, they hit that status to where they know they good. They know they're not going nowhere. They know they can't be replaced.
I don't think that's Aaron Rodgers' situation because they drafted that quarterback and they made a big deal about that.
Well, let me tell you, whenever you got somebody that's been to one Super Bowl all this time and with that talent, the baddest man like Stephen A. Smith and everybody say, you've been to one Super Bowl, that means you turning it on and off.
That don't mean that.
Period.
That don't mean that. So Drew been turning it on and off all these years?
Man.
He ain't been turning it off. We just been falling short and getting beat.
Well,
that's not
Green
turning
Bay
it
ain't
on.
been doing that. Green Bay ain't been turning it on, ain't been getting close like that.
But Green Bay never
this
had.
Year, they don't even make the playoffs.
Green Bay teams that they had over the years have not been solid like their team is right now. They playing solid.
Okay.
And they've been playing like that all year. Even when they've been on the road, they've been playing like that.
I mean, to be the legend Aaron Rodgers like everybody to make him out to be, I mean, just one Super Bowl appearance all these years. He's 37 years old.
Like I said, man, look, it's not that easy getting to the Super Bowl.
Hey, I'm with you.
Okay, you could ask the Cowboys. They definitely know. You know, it's not easy getting to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's not. They don't even make the playoffs. It's not easy getting to the playoffs.
He hitting below the belt.
So
but, that's what we got to look forward to, y'all. They got Tom versus Rodgers, and hey,
what's your prediction?
I'm taking Bucks. Y'all ask me, and I mean, I'm rolling with the GOAT. I'm rolling with him all the way through. And if old fragile guy on the other side get bumped upside the head again, it might be a cakewalk.
Well, we never got to that yet. Right now we talking about this one here. We never got to the other one yet. Okay. So calm your nerves down, hater. Patrick Mahomes, because you're a Patrick Mahomes hater.
Why I got to be a hater?
You know, so. Anyways, man,
I just want to let it be known.
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, all right, well,
and win it and put to sleep all that conversation y'all been talking about.
Okay, because I thought you was gonna go and be on the side of Patty Ice, but I'm glad you're sticking with the NFC.
Well, I'm an NFC type of guy, you know.
Well, they do have another game that's gonna determine who's to be played against in the Super Bowl, and on that other side, they got the Buffalo Bills and they got the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Travis Kelce. Thoughts on it, Reg? What we doing?
That's what I'm talking
what
about
we doing?
right there. That is some hateful stuff, man. You a hating individual.
Come on, man. What we doing? The Chiefs, Bills. Do the Bills have a chance?
Yeah, the Bills
people want to know.
The Bills do have a chance. Okay, the Bills do have a chance.
Okay.
I think that they're gonna come ready to play.
They coming ready to play?
I think that they're gonna fight really hard.
Okay.
I think that
talk to them.
I think that Kansas City just may have a little too much firepower.
Just like I told Ryan, the Bills that made it back to relevance from the early 90s before the Cowboys. So, hey, I remember back in the day when it used to be Bills and Cowboys.
That's absolutely true. Now, I'm going to tell you this,
them boys made it back to relevance.
I'm going to tell you this, though.
Before Jerry.
Buffalo is going to be playing ball. They're going to be playing ball,
I like
doubt.
Buffalo, man. I like Buffalo.
I like them, too. I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit up there and say that Kansas City going to run over them because Buffalo got a nice offense.
Yeah.
You know, and they defense playing pretty well too. I just don't know if they're gonna be able to stop all that firepower, man. They have Kansas City have the fastest receivers in the country, in the world.
I'm with you on that.
All of the receivers run a 4.340. You know, this is ridiculous to have.
And they look fast.
You might have one that do it on the field, maybe two, but not four.
I know.
Not four. And then you got Travis Kelce. I mean,
what you think about that little fourth down call with Andy Reid? That fourth down call to seal the game against the Browns with Tyreek Hill on the little out route, and that sealed the game. I think that was gutsy, especially to throw the ball right there. Because
it's really it might be gutsy because we saying it's fourth down, but with their offense, it's not gutsy. Like somebody
with what was on the line, you only up 5 points. You get a ball back to them with the good field position.
Yeah,
and they got a whole field to drive with.
But you
3 minutes left.
But you know, a lot of coaches, especially like Andy, who been in the league, you got to go for the kill.
Well,
you don't leave it up to the other team to see if you're gonna still win.
It's just because he got a name and he known, and if it be a young coach, it's tough to make that call.
I don't know because look all the calls that whatchamacallit from the Rams. What's his name? The head coach from the Rams. The LA Rams, McVay. Look at all the stuff he do, and he young. He the youngest coach in the league, probably ever as an NFL coach. And look the stuff that he does on fourth down
But I mean, that situation, man, that's to go to the AFC Championship.
Hey, you gotta. Okay, and if you don't do it and you give up the ball and they score, what they gonna all say? Oh, he should have gone for it.
Yeah,
he should have gone for it. So you gonna win or lose either way.
So let me see where we at right now. So who you taking? Chiefs? Bills got a chance, but you taking Chiefs?
Yeah.
You like what Stephon Diggs doing?
I like what they doing, man. But I just
the defense.
I don't feel like I just don't feel like they're gonna have
Tre'Davious White, Josh Norman.
They're gonna have to score with them.
Okay. So you taking Chiefs, Green Bay, and we got a little time. Chiefs, Green Bay, I'm taking Chiefs, Bucks, and the Bucks. What you feeling about Super Bowl predictions? Who gonna be in it? And
well, I just told you who I think gonna win in both conferences.
Mm-hmm. And who gonna win it? What you got? We got a couple of minutes.
I think it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. You know who I think gonna be the it factor?
Okay.
Aaron Jones in both games, in this game and in the Super Bowl, he's gonna be the it factor.
In both games?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he has the ability to score anywhere on the field. I don't care if they're on the 1 yard line. He'll smoke everybody to the end zone.
Yeah.
So when you have a running back that's deadly like that, you have to keep them linebackers a little close to account for him, and you can't let him get started. Yeah. And then you got Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. So that's why I feel like when you're looking at all the teams, the last 4 teams, they have the best running game out of all 4 of the teams.
But then you got Rodgers. Is he gonna just? I don't know.
You just don't like how he just be sitting in the pocket and sliding. That's what you don't like. He just sit in the pocket.
When he get nonchalant and
it's not.
And whenever he want to play when they get down.
I don't think it's nonchalant.
I don't know.
I think that's just his game, and it's a tough game playing quarterback in the NFL.
You
period.
think it's a good game, Chiefs? Close game, Green Bay Chiefs?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a close game, but I feel like that running game from Green Bay is gonna damage other teams.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I'm
He
taking
He the best running back out of all 4 teams.
Okay, yeah, because Buffalo don't have no running backs, and
Singletary, and then they went get Freeman.
Yeah,
and in Kansas City they don't have Clyde anymore. They're having to use Le'Veon and Williams, and then you have
Fournette and Ronald Jones.
Yeah, I know, but they not running like Aaron Jones.
I like Aaron Jones. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
I'm with you. Yeah, I mean, but I'm taking Bucks. I'm taking Bucks, and
you taking Bucks or you taking Tom?
He played for the Bucks.
I know, but
why
are you going for the Bucks?
I think
why are you going for the Bucks?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I saw the interviews with the defensive players for the Bucks, and after that motivational game, they coming off the Saints, played a decent game, some turnovers, got them rolling. Knowing what they did to Rodgers earlier in the season, they beat Rodgers down.
You talking to somebody that know you.
But they beat Rodgers down early in the season.
You talking to somebody that know you.
I'm just saying, when you got a defense that, and I mean, if they got the answer and they fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they get out there.
But you took time before the New Orleans game. You took time. You took time when the playoffs started.
I am.
So don't say you took the Bucks. You took time. That's what you said on the.
Don't be salty.
That's what you said on the chat group. I'm going with Tom. I'm going with Tom. You didn't mention nothing about the Bucks, but when we mentioned LeBron,
the man was my quarterback.
That's another story.
The man was my quarterback for 20 years.
He's not your quarterback anymore, Waylon.
I'm a roll with him.
He's not. You roll with the Patriots all year.
Let's go Bucks, man.
You roll the Patriots all year, and all of a sudden it's Tom.
I've playoff Tom, man.
He like Uncle Tom, y'all. He like Uncle Tom.
I told y'all about playoff Tom last week, but just so you know. I mean,
that's his uncle. That's his uncle,
I'm
y'all.
Taking
that's
Bucks to win this one. And I'm taking Tom over the Chiefs in a good game also.
So you taking your Uncle Tom, huh?
All right, that's what we got on the NBA. I mean, on the NFL.
Look, he thinking about Uncle Tom. He came and talked.
Anything else on the NFL?
That's all we have on the NFL for now.
Just so everybody know, we will have the bag bet repaid on the next show.
Listen, I honor all my bets because when you lose to me, you're gonna honor it.
Especially the bets that you made.
I'm gonna do the bag bet,
the best that you made.
And I just want Drew Brees to know that, well, not you, Drew, but the whole Saints just to know that it's because of y'all.
Yeah, okay.
But anyways, on to the NBA.
Moving along
to the NBA,
big weekend
baby.
This weekend, big weekend
sir.
In the NFL, so stay tuned with that.
We got a big weekend, period.
We got some
everything.
We got some basketball going on, y'all, and I mean, and they got a team that's really good in LA, and we'll start with them. Was a tough one, but controlled the game the whole time a couple nights ago against the Warriors, and they come back and beat us at the end. Steph got hot, hit a big shot at the end, and
yeah, you know what? I'm not worried about that. To me, it looked like they let their foot off the gas. They was beating them by 20-something points throughout the whole game.
14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and then in the fourth quarter, I think they just took it easy. Because guess what? If it was on the line, they would have continued to play. So I'm not worried about that. Shout out to Steph. You know, they had 7-6.
I like what Steph doing. 7-6.
Yeah, they were 6-6 when they came in. And LeBron showed him love, gave him a dub. So shout out to y'all for that.
So LeBron gave him a dub.
Yeah, they gave him that dub, man. Show them some love because they know they ain't going to the championship this year.
Yeah.
Show them some love.
We still the best team in the league for everybody that thought we wouldn't. But that's what's going on out in L.A.
Who's the best team in the league? Who's we? What you talking about? The fans don't know.
Well, they know I'm a Laker. I don't know what they thought. I mean,
they
know you like to watch LeBron trousers, but I'm a Laker fan for everybody. They ain't sure about it.
Just like you a Bucks fan, huh? Yeah.
Hey, They got some other basketball going on,
All right,
too.
what we got, man? We got
Bulls and the Rockets,
Zach
man.
Bulls
and the Rockets. I mean, back in the day, this would have been a beat down the other way, but
I tell you what, Zach LaVine put up some numbers, and they was comparing him to Michael Jordan the other day.
I knew that was
that
coming.
boy there is hot.
Zach
that boy
LaVine,
there is hot.
33 points,
He's
7
cold
assists,
on the court.
4 3-pointers made. They beat the Rockets 125-120.
He looked like Jordan.
Both these teams are under 500, and
the Rockets, they just had a big trade with Harden, and they got some new pieces over there, so they got to get it together. Shout out to Oladipo. I have him on fantasy.
Had a good game yesterday. I didn't get the update,
but I don't know if he's gonna stay, man, because they might trade him before the deadline.
Yeah, well, he got wind that they might have been trying to trade him from the jump when they first made the deal, and he went ahead and told him he was good with moving.
Yeah, but they still might do it though. Just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, they might. I mean, but they want to see if they can make it work.
I would like to see him with John Wall and stuff. That way you don't have to do so much work.
Yeah.
You know?
John Wall a little banged up too, and he coming off of injury.
Well, John Wall playing 20-something minutes a game right now, and he's playing ball.
He's playing some good ball. So shout out to them. Both teams need to get
Thank
up
you
over
for my
500.
boy.
But we got Grizzlies.
Shout out
Phoenix
to Ja
Suns.
Morant for finally coming back.
Ja come back. Everybody been up big on the Chris Paul led Phoenix Suns, and Ja come back and put them in their place.
Yes, sir. Shout
17
out to Ja.
and 10 assists. 17 points, 10 assists. On his second game back. I got him in fantasy. Reg, I heard you got him too.
Yep, I sure do.
So
we eating.
I know a lot of people big on this Phoenix teams. What you think about that? They 7-5. We hadn't really seen them play in the big marquee matchups, and I saw what Chris Paul can do with lesser talent. So I just want to see how this gonna play out.
I think if they get to the playoffs, then they can be a team that give team problems.
Well, I'm gonna do this for fur right here, cause since now that LeBron and AD got everybody running out east, I think it's room for the Phoenix Suns to move up.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again. Say what you just said.
Oh, my fans gonna get me for that.
No, not at AD and what?
I said, Anthony Davis and LeBron got everybody running east. I mean, hey, it's room for the Phoenix Suns to move up.
That ball through AD.
hey, I put Bron in there too.
Okay.
Come on now.
But we know.
What you want me to do? You want me to go pull some teeth?
But when the boys putting that team together, they're not thinking about just AD. They're thinking about LeBron.
Well, they're going east. That's all I know. And everybody want to go east.
Yeah, when LeBron was in the east, when LeBron was in the east,
Harden,
everybody
Durant
went west. Everybody went west and was like, "Oh, LeBron don't want the west." Now LeBron come to the west and win a title. Now everybody going to the east. They like, if we stay in the conference with LeBron, we ain't gonna make it to the finals.
Okay, well,
that's just showing a lot of respect to LeBron, and I appreciate y'all putting that all out there.
LeBron and Anthony Davis holding down the west side, and it's gonna make for some good drama for the playoffs, because we get to meet up with a powerhouse in that finals. So at least there won't be no blowout in the finals this time. So the big move everybody been talking about in the NBA, the big Harden deal to the Nets. A lot of pieces got moved. We touched on it last time. He had a debut, and he did really good. And then the next game they came back and they played the Bucks. I think the debut was against the Magic, and everybody was like, okay, it was the Magic. And he played a contender a couple nights ago, and they got a dub.
I tell you what, Brooklyn,
125-123, Brooklyn Nets over the Giannis Greek Freak-led Milwaukee Bucks.
They have a pretty good team.
James Harden, 34 points, 12 assists.
They have a pretty good team. It's no doubt 100%.
They lost a lot of depth. I will say that with Jared Allen and LeVert and then they lost Dinwiddie early. The depth ain't there. Kyrie's still not there. Not sure if they really need Kyrie. I heard he coming back down to earth. But hey, they look good.
Yeah, I mean they do look good, and they look good on paper as well. So shout out to them.
Look like somebody we can beat up on in the finals.
I'm not 100%. Well, I'm not 100% sure that they're gonna even make the finals, because they got a couple teams that they're gonna have to go through.
Yes,
and in the playoffs, when the games slow down,
they do.
Your other team's gonna be at the same speed as you, and you're gonna have to play ball. And they got some teams that's gonna give them the run for the money. And the
production they putting out, man, if that can last, I don't know.
You know what? I mean, they're gonna do what they do because it's easy with them on the court.
Well, let me give you a little taste.
But look, against the Bucks, they could have easily lost that game. So
they could have. You know, but this is a little touch on what they're doing right now without KD.
But that's without
you got
Kyrie.
Kevin Durant.
That's without
Kyrie Irving. You got Durant with 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists for our audio listeners, and you got James Harden with 34 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists.
Okay, so if you
120 points.
So if they had 120 points,
they put up 125 points.
Yeah. Okay. So if they put up 64 of it, so where does Kyrie come in? Because Kyrie gonna want his touches, and Kyrie gonna want to be scoring 20-something, 30 points a game too.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're looking at it, they scored 125. That was 64 points. So they still getting production from somewhere. So somebody on that bench gonna have to lose some shots.
Yeah, exactly.
But it looks like it's enough to go around.
Well,
you see, Harden come from the D'Antoni system where they known to get down there and shoot the ball within 7 seconds.
I mean, to me, they just look like a new Golden State.
Well, hey, you want to call it that?
They look like that's what they look like.
What happened in Golden State? Could nobody outscore?
Yeah, but Golden State had Livingston coming off the bench. They had Iguodala. They had some real good key role players that was there for years and helped those boys do that. But I don't see those players with the Nets. I don't see those same role players coming off the bench because the Warriors only won because they had that bench and they had those role players. Because Steph, if you look at Steph and Clay's statistics in the finals, it wasn't all that good when they was winning.
They went down.
They wasn't, exactly. So it was because of the role players.
I'm just saying, Kyrie not there, and if they putting up the production right now and holding the team afloat, Kyrie come back, they ain't got to work as hard.
Yeah, but I think they said Kyrie gonna be back tonight. I think they played a night. They played a night on tomorrow.
I think it was like probable or something.
No, I just on the way over here, I heard him say that he was in the starting lineup. He was going to be in the starting lineup.
Oh, okay, all right, that's something new then.
Yeah, so they want to see what it looks like.
It's just if anything, it's going to make them not work as hard because 30-something points a piece every night. It's going to be kind of.
They're going to do good, man. I'm not going to hate on them. They're going to have a good team. But my thing is, like I said, when it come time to the bench. And y'all start getting tired. Where's those role players?
Well, here go James Harden right here. First player to have 30-plus points and 10-plus assists in his first 2 games with a team. So I know we throw out all kind of different stats, but that's one. If it means something, who knows? But Ryan G put him on the graphics. Hey.
Yeah, because that's his team, the Nets. I'm surprised he didn't put a picture of a birthday cake with him on.
Well, you know he got his
How many graphics he
You know he got his baby daddy on there.
Man, I didn't see
Kevin Durant, player of the week, man.
Where was LeBron and AD graphics?
Well, look, man, you got to do the graphics.
Oh, come on,
player of the week, man, Kevin Durant.
You know what, Ryan? This is slaying it a little too much. We're going to start doing this thing a little different going forward because this is some baloney. Why we want to see this? You know what? Don't show no more of that right there. We don't.
I'm done
what
with
the
it.
heck we need to see him scoring 34 points a game for? What is that gonna do right now after 12 games?
I'm just telling you what they had on the
man. Look at here, man.
Well, this is where we at right now, and
this dude here. That's why your head napping just like KD.
I know we're not doing no more Nets graphics, but just so happened we faded into the power rankings, and
you don't have a picture of his
just so happened Harden is on the front of the power rankings.
Now we got
the Lakers are at the top of the power.
Okay, so but he gonna go find one that got Harden on it and the Lakers number 1. Man, this is.
I mean, well, just we got our respect at the top, so I'm cool with that. We got some audio listeners, so
I want some pictures.
NBA power rankings after week 4. We got
picks, man.
Lakers number 1, Clippers number 2, Bucks 3. Celtics 4, 76ers 5. I don't know if I flipped them around. Brooklyn Nets 6 on the power rankings. So they're not even high up on the power rankings.
But he got a picture.
But he got nappy head up here. Utah Jazz.
That's nappy head number 2.
Utah Jazz number 7. Phoenix Suns 8.
KD the original.
Indiana Pacers 9. Dallas Mavericks 10. And for Fur, these are just power rankings. This don't go off of stats and none of that. This just one site's idea of their top 10.
Week 4.
So it ain't even nothing set in stone, just so everybody know. It's just
it's sad, man.
I'm not sure the site he got it off of, but what you think about
the
power ranking?
He probably got it
Reg?
off the Brooklyn Nets site.
What you think about the power ranking, Reg?
I'm good with where the power rankings at. I put the Nets at probably 8 though right now. They got work to do.
The Nets at 8? Here go the power rankings so you can see it. I blew it up for you.
Yep, they should be 8.
Lakers, Clippers, Bucks. You agree with the top 3?
Yeah.
Should Bucks be above Kawhi?
I would put Utah and the Suns over the Nets.
I do like Utah. And you know who not on that list? Denver. So I didn't know. I looked at it. And Ryan G got the graphics. Shout out to Mr. Moderator.
Make sure you keep saying that so people know who to go after. Yeah.
But shout out to the moderator, man. He do his thing.
Shout out to the moderator.
He couldn't be in here today, so
that's not the moderator. That's the moderator.
We represented a little bit, but we're gonna move on. We got a little time. We're gonna touch on our NBA leaders, so we can kind of let everybody know who doing what after about 4 weeks of the season. That's where the power rankings come from, and your points leaders, where we start at, and Bradley Beal still holding it down, 34.9 points a game in your number 1 spot. Kevin Durant off of Achilles, 30.6 points a game. Steph Curry, 28.2 points a game. Shout out to Steph. I called him out early in the year, and he said he needed to step up, get that team in the playoffs, and he's working hard at it. Damian Lillard, 28.1. And Zach LaVine, 27.4. Your baby Michael Jordan, Reggie F.
You see where he at, huh? You see where he at? Top 5.
You got anything to say about it?
Zach LaVine? Nah, man. I always did like Bradley Beal, so shout out to him for being number 1 with something.
Somebody else is considering Bradley Beal, so I didn't know.
The Lakers.
It was somebody else.
The Lakers.
I heard it might be some rumor stuff. But,
the Lakers.
I didn't want to touch on that. Rebounds. We got our rebound leader, and we do fantasy.
That's every
basketball.
Year.
Andre Drummond
every
still
year.
Holding it down. 15.8 rebounds a game. He had 23 the other night.
Clint Capella quietly getting 13.
I know. I saw Clint Capella had a good game night before last.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. So Rudy Gobert
and
behind Drummond
DeAndre,
at 13.3, Clint Capella 13.1, Domantas Sabonis at 12.8, and DeAndre Ayton at 11.7 with the Phoenix Suns. So that's your rebound leaders. We got the assist leaders. No Bron? Oh, my goodness. Nikola Jokic. That boy is good. He averaging almost a triple-double. I didn't see him on the rebound leaders, but I think
no Brown.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real. That's what the people gonna want to know.
Well, once again, tell them who did the graphics, and then that's how they. If y'all want to know why y'all don't see Brian, comment on the graphic moderator.
So Brian might be so. So Brian might be number 6, but we got Jokic at 10.3, Luka Doncic at 9.3. Doncic.
Do they have any Nets?
Trae Young at 8.9. Chris Paul 8.6. And Ben Simmons at 8 flat on the assist per games.
Okay.
So that's a nice look right there. The people in the NBA that's playing defense still, Larry Nance Jr. with 2.4 steals a game. Anunoby with 2.1, Drew Holiday with 2.0. I ain't been hearing too much of Drew.
No, Drew been taking care of his business in Milwaukee. Matter of fact, when they lost to the Nets, Charles Barkley, all of them, they all gave him a lot of props. They was like, because they don't talk enough about him.
Is he making a difference because Middleton let him down?
Yes, he balled out against the Nets. He did pretty good.
Okay. Well, Drew Holiday averaging two steals a game.
He the best. To me, he one of the best two-way players. He the top 3 two-way players in the league, offense and defense. He'll guard. He'll check anybody.
How tall is he?
I forgot how tall he is.
Well, he getting 2 steals a game. Jokic getting 1.9.
Because you got some of these guys out here.
Malcolm Brogdon 1.8.
Yeah, some of these guys out here, they talk about they can't even guard a parked car, and he guard everybody,
Yeah, I can't remember who said. Oh, the dude from the Wizards said that.
Yeah,
that's what that was. Blocks per game. We got Miles Turner leading the league. I think he hurt himself the other day. 4.2 blocks a game. That is crazy.
Wow,
that's a lot of blocks.
Yes.
He must have had a big game. He might have had 10 in the game or something to get that high. Rudy Gobert, the normal name that's on the list, 2.7 blocks a game. Chris Boucher, 2.5. Anthony Davis, a.k.a. Alpha in
He
L.A.
1.9.
1.9, and Mitchell Robinson 1.8.
You need to stop that. You need to stop that.
Put me on the ones and twos, baby.
Yeah, you don't need to be on the ones and twos telling lies. I thought we tell the truth.
That's what we had right there, man. That's all your leaders in the NBA. They did have some other news that came out. C.J. McCollum, he took a tough injury. He out for a little while. Get well soon. I saw a lot of people picking up Rodney Hood on the fantasy waiver wire, but look like he gonna be out. Suffered a small hairline fracture in his left foot. Will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So
yeah. And what about Careless LeVert? Do you have anything on?
We didn't get a graphic, but
he was involved in a trade with James Harden, and whenever he went to do his physical,
so they found it in the physical.
Yeah, when they went to do the physical with the Indiana Pacers, they found, I think it was a murmur or something they found in his heart.
Oh, it was like a growth, it was like a mass, like they found something on him.
So they found a mass on him.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not cancer. I mean, that's always a tough one.
Well, with that happening, the last two people in that trade, Jared Allen.
Yep, he went to the Cavs.
And somebody else that was involved in it, they wasn't playing because they couldn't go proceed on their physicals until they figure out what LeVert was happening with him. Because if it don't work out right, I mean, the trade can't go all the way through.
Somebody had to pay some extra money. I saw somebody paid like $4 million to keep the trade intact.
Okay, well,
but I did see that.
That would have been the other way.
Because somebody was about to lose out.
Exactly, they was about to have to reverse that deal.
But after all of the, my
thing is,
they was gonna make it work because after all this Harden stuff and all this big hoopla and all that, they
was gonna figure it out. But my thing is, why the Nets doctors didn't find that on it?
I was wondering the same thing. I mean, you done been in the season. I mean, with all the health stuff going on with COVID and everything.
And I know they get their wellness check once a year, and make sure that they good to go and
they got
play.
to do the physical. Yeah. Even in high school, they make you take.
Yeah, they have to do that once a year to make sure they don't go down the court.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't understand how they didn't find that unless they didn't get it like in specific. I mean, like get really detailed about their physical. I'm thinking it was like a little walk in the park or something,
That's right. I mean, well, they had with all the stuff they got going on between the net stuff and all that, they got a bunch of games being canceled with COVID and all that.
Postponed.
Postponed, not canceled. But last year they did real good in the bubble. I think they're trying to go to some kind of like the MLB format. The MLB players wasn't in a bubble, but they completed their season, and I think the NBA really about to put some tough restrictions on this, on the players.
Yeah, because it's week in and week out. I mean, for us,
I know you don't like it in the fantasy.
No, it's ruining us in the fantasy. But but besides the fantasy,
we can't be selfish.
Yeah, but with real life, they have to do what they have to do because you don't want them to bring that to their family members, and it just a trickle effect and people start getting sick and dying.
I'd rather they err on the side of caution too.
Yeah,
with their health.
Yeah, it is what it is.
As much as I want them to play in the fantasy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's either you do that. Or they just stop it, period, and you don't have no kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
And you remember at one point in time for some months, it was getting a little crazy with nothing going on.
I know, yes.
So
I know it was.
You just got to appreciate that right there.
Yeah. On top of that, I did want to touch on after all the moves being made, we kind of briefly skimmed through it a little bit. Who you got real quick winning the East?
I don't even know. I never even thought about it. I never thought about it.
You read the outline?
I never thought about it. Yeah, I know, but I never thought about it. I would. Why it's just the East?
I really like.
Why they don't have the West too?
Well, because we out here.
Okay,
we ain't nobody out there contending out there. We ran everybody east.
I'm gonna say the Bucks.
We ran everybody east. Brun, baby.
I'm gonna say the Bucks.
Bucks coming out the East. You don't like what Doc Rivers and Embiid and them doing over there?
I like them, man. I like Miami too.
That's a better defensive team. Ben Simmons, the way they playing defense, he up for the defensive player of the year already.
Yep.
Between the steals and the blocks.
But I like what the Bucks did, adding Drew in a couple pieces. I like where they at.
Yeah, no Celtics. No love for the Celtics, none of them?
I mean, the Celtics is a good team. Look, it's the East going to be a fight.
Okay.
The East, you asked me who I think will come out.
And the West not, baby.
You asked me who I think will come out. No, the West going to have a little
Well,
fight, too.
Ain't nobody fighting over here, boy.
A little
we
bit.
got Bron and the Alpha. It's going down. But that's what we had on the NBA, y'all.
I wish you was the same. I wish you was the same dude on the chat line that you be when you do these shows.
Hey.
Because when you get on the chat line, you're a completely different person.
Hey, man, I like Bron.
No,
I just need, you
like Brian when you're on air, but whenever you behind the cameras, you talk about LeBron like all the other haters too.
Hey, listen, I like what we doing over there.
You
in
like
LA,
what we
baby.
doing? Well,
We
why
back.
you always talking down on it?
No, I ain't never talking. I mean, if I'm analyzing the game, it ain't talking down.
Mr.
Really.
Taylor.
Come on.
Mr.
All right.
Taylor.
All right. What, anything else on the NBA?
I'm pretty sure some people watching that know that you lying right now.
Probably. Hey, look.
Look, he said probably.
Anything else on the NBA? Come on, man.
No, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Shout out to the Pelicans. You know,
Okay.
Pelicans, they trying to make their little move. Got a new coach.
Shout out to B.I.
You know, shout out to B.I. We got Zion. You know, they got a young team.
Lonzo came
they
back
got
the
a
other
young
day.
team.
Lonzo came back the other
They
day.
got good pieces, but they young. And when the game get on the line in the fort, they don't make the right decisions all the time right now. So
Are they over 500?
it's a long season.
They in the playoff standings? We didn't have
No,
the
they
standings
just
today.
out. I think they right out of it right now.
Okay, all right. Well, we do have some UFC before we go ahead and wrap it all the way up. But UFC this weekend, we touched on it a little bit. But we got a local, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, the main event. That's this part 2.
Yep.
Main event, UFC 257. It's in UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi,
This
United
weekend,
Arab Emirates.
This weekend.
And is the latest fight place they have. We got big fights. And McGregor talking about he gonna knock Dustin Poirier out in 60 seconds. I think he lost his mind.
So being that it's gonna be in Fight Island, it ain't gonna be in 2:00 in the daytime or nothing, our time.
Fight Island is gonna start off 9 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, so it's gonna be late.
So
Okay.
it's gonna be the later fights.
Okay, well, I know we might have touched on the tail of the tape, but I'll throw it back up there. Give a little eye candy for the viewers. 31 years old Dustin versus 32-year-old Conor. 33 fights versus 26 fights. 26 wins favoring Dustin. 22 wins from Conor. 6 losses for Dustin. 4 losses for Conor. 19 KOs Conor. 12 KOs Dustin. Submissions favor Dustin. 7-1. Look like Conor got about 2 inches on the reach. And look like we got a couple southpaw. 5'9" southpaw fighters. Should be a good one. I heard I wasn't into the UFC back then, but I heard that Dustin was just a little young at the time, and I think he got something for Conor.
Yeah, I tell you what,
you got real quick?
whenever you look at the statistics, you know, as far as grappling and significant strikes and all these other stats, they pretty much line up even. Almost down to their records.
I've been watching
their height,
lately, so I
their
can
weight.
talk a little bit.
I mean, they pretty much are pretty much the same fighter.
Okay.
Just like Conor could knock you out with one punch, Dustin could knock you out with one punch. Conor has a pretty good ground game. Dustin definitely has a good ground game. And it's going to be a hell of a fight. My thing is, I think that where Dustin going to make the fight a whole lot tougher and give him his chance to win is his experience. Since he's lost that fight to Conor McGregor, he's fought in many 5-round fights.
Okay.
And he's battle tested.
I've been watching him lately.
He's
Last couple of years I've been watching. So.
He's battle tested. His kick game is
I didn't even see the first
right.
one.
I don't want to seem biased because Conor McGregor is Conor McGregor.
Okay.
He's one of the most prolific UFC fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Probably the most popular UFC fighter of all time.
Gonna be a good one.
My thing is, I noticed that he came back once Khabib said he retired. So I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that at that right there. But I really do think Dustin gonna handle his business this Saturday.
Okay. No, yeah,
the Diamond.
That's
Dustin
your local
the
right
Diamond
there.
Poirier.
Lafayette's finest,
versus
y'all.
the notorious Conor McGregor.
Finest. So
Lafayette finest in the building.
That's gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. Make sure you stay tuned. Chime in. You see anything interesting when you're watching the games, but that's gonna kind of get us out of here for this week. Big weekend. Make sure you're ready for the bag bet next week.
Give them the shout out
because we're gonna be ready. But we
we 1 minute.
We appreciate everybody with all your with the views and everybody reaching out with the comments. But make sure you keep tuning in. You can still watch us on YouTube, on our YouTube page, D Division Podcast. We on Facebook under the same name, Instagram under the same name. You can also check out the Google Play and iTunes for the audio only. AOC /inc.org for the audio version, and we still playing on your local network and Cox Channel 15
and LUS Fiber as well.
And LUS. So we appreciate all the love. Looking forward to a big weekend and next week. So you got anything else, Reggie F?
Man, shout out to that boy on the 1s and 2s, Mr. Taylor, this week. You know what I'm talking about?
Because it's Mr. Taylor in the building.
And it still goes Saints.
And we got Reggie F. Baby in the background. So till next time, y'all. Anything interesting, we're going to be on top of it.
Peace, baby.
Peace.